Alright, check it out. Well, for real, coming to you with a quick video here. Nibiru may be the least of our worries. That's right. Nibiru, as catastrophic as it could be, may pale in comparison to other things we face in the near future. I watched an interview recently with a Mayan elder, and I'll link it here so you can watch it on your own, and I just think you should because it's very interesting. But in this interview, he speaks of what the end of the cycle means to us this year. Now, he says a lot in this interview, so you'll just have to watch it on your own, but two very powerful bits of info came from it. First point, according to Mayan beliefs, at the end of this calendar cycle, something significant happens with our sun. What exactly, he's unable to say, but it's obviously something very big, something big enough to have been passed down from generation to generation for the last 5,000 years. Now, this is very interesting because we know for a fact that our sun is nearing the peak of a solar cycle. Some will say this peak is normal and to be expected. Maybe so, but a solar cycle peak directly corresponding to a time when the Mayans say something significant is supposed to happen to our sun? You tell me. Now, in addition to this, there are also some people that say, despite the predicted solar cycle peak that we're looking at right now, certain things going on with the sun right now are very off. One example, a NASA article from June 11, 2012 says the Fermi telescope recently captured the, quote, highest energy light ever associated with an eruption on the sun. So the end of this cycle and whatever's going to happen with our sun, we need to keep our eyes and our minds open to this. Now, the second point from the interview. Most of us are aware of the Mayan 5,125 year cycle ending on December 21st, 2012, but not many are aware of the 26,000 year cycle also ending at that time. This cycle is also referred to as the Great Aquarian Cycle. Why is this significant? We know something is supposed to happen to the sun, but we don't know what or why. Let's talk about 26,000 years for a minute. Here's a frightening coincidence for you. If you aren't already aware, deep at the center of our galaxy is a very dense, very dark mass. This mass is several million times the mass of our sun. It is a supermassive black hole by the name of Sagittarius A star. Now brace yourself for this. Sagittarius A star is approximately, guess what, 26,000 light years from our solar system. What's more on this? Many believe Sagittarius A star also has a cycle of its own, much like the solar cycle of our sun. Now, Sagittarius A star sits in the middle of our galaxy, literally consuming stars. That's what it does. It eats stars. It sucks anything and everything that gets close enough into its dark center. Some say there is evidence that periodically Sagittarius A star erupts in a massive explosion that sends out a hyper-intense pulse of energy that travels outward through the galaxy. This is referred to by some as a galactic superwave. Here's another thing to think about. Right now, scientists say our black hole, Sagittarius A star, is darker than any other visible black hole that we're aware of. Are we simply in the dark phase of the galactic superwave cycle right now? Are we waiting for the next pulse? Are we sitting between two waves, much like two waves on the ocean? We're in a trough waiting for the next peak? Anyway, this is some very interesting stuff to think about. Something initiated the 26,000 year calendar count. But don't be worried by the fact that flames from the dragon's breath at the center of our galaxy also takes as long to get here. Wow, for real? Out for now.